My name's Theo, and this is my voice a couple hours pre-tea.
Hi, my name's Theo, and this is my voice 1 month on tea. Hi, this is my 1 month on tea update video, which is definitely going to be shorter than the last one because I'm not going to talk about my journey and my past in this one in this video. I'm just going to talk about this past month and the stuff I've seen about tea and the stuff about my transition. Shouldn't be that long. So first of all, I want to explain how it went to start tea. I went to my friend's house who is also on tea and could show me the ropes. And I had 2 other friends with me, and he showed me how to do my first injection, but showed me. I had seen enough videos online prior and had gotten other instructions from other people that I pretty much knew all the steps to take, but having him with me and having my other friends with me really helped get over the initial fear, and also it was nice to share that moment with people. It went really well, no problems at all. Since my injections are subcutaneous, the pharmacy gave me needles with syringes with really, really tiny needles. I'm not sure if it's because of the needles themselves, but I found that drawing in the liquid was quite hard with those ones, but I manage. And the injection itself hurts a little bit, but is otherwise fine and dandy. I bought little band-aids to put over it in case it bleeds a little bit, but mostly just so that it's fun, because if I can put a Star Wars band-aid on my tummy after I do an injection, it just makes the experience more fun. After I did my first injection, I was super aware of my body and all of my sensations, and I was trying to notice changes as much as possible. And this lasted for maybe a day or 2, and then I was back to normal. For the first 2 weeks, I was very hype about all of it, and I was very excited, very alert to everything. One of the first things I noticed was acne. You can't see it because of this lighting, but I have gotten pimplier. It's one of the first things I noticed is that I had more acne and my skin was a bit more oily. It's nothing I can't manage, and as I accurately predicted in the last video, it feels gender. It gives me a little bit of gender euphoria because it makes my face look rougher, but also maybe because I've seen enough guys on tea with a face full of pimples that I now associate those two things. Not sure, but I also really early on I felt like I had a little bit of changes in my voice. I do remember one night I went to bed and I felt like my throat was a little bit sore, and for a moment I was afraid it would be COVID. Then I woke up the next day and my voice felt a little bit deeper. I'm not sure if there was a correlation to that, but as you might be able to tell through the video, my voice has definitely changed in a month, which is insane. It's the change that I wanted the most, and I'm already feeling it, and I'm already super into what I'm feeling and that result. And basically not only does it change how I sound, but it changes how it feels when I talk. It feels a more buzzy, if that makes sense. I can feel it a little bit in my chest and in my throat when I talk, basically. And what's really cool is that other people have noticed this too. I've had people who IRL, in person, notice that it changed, but also through a Zoom call. So it's my voice is tangibly different, and I love it. It's really cool. Another thing that I noticed is my body odor. When I get more sweaty, I feel like my sweat smells like a guy, big air quotes here. It smells like testosterone fueled sweat. I'm not good at smells. I couldn't describe it to you, but it smells different than before. It smells a little bit weirder. I like it less than before, but also it's just completely new to me, like to smell like this myself. So there's that. I haven't noticed being more sweaty just in general. I don't think that's kicked in yet. Another thing I noticed is I'm gonna, for this portion, if you don't want to hear me talk about my genitals and my downstairs, if either you know me IRL and you don't want to know these things, or you're just uncomfortable hearing about that, I'm going to be holding up a pack of cards for the time that I'm talking about it, and so you can like skip forward in the video to the point where I am no longer holding the pack of cards to know that I've finished talking about it. So throughout the time I'm going to be talking about bottom growth, I will be holding this. All right. So bottom growth is one of the first things I noticed because I was actively looking for it. I was checking. First of all, what's bottom growth? I mentioned it briefly in my last video, but I didn't like explain it. I skimmed through it very quickly, but bottom growth is basically, I'm going to be using anatomical words here that might make some people uncomfortable. The clitoris gets bigger and longer, basically, it's noticeable, and it's like very fast. It's one of the first things I noticed within the first week, actually. I like it a lot. I think it's like gender-wise, it's nice. I enjoy it. And also for practical reasons. But some people complain that bottom growth hurts, or that it's like really uncomfortable. I personally haven't had that experience. I've definitely felt it if I'm wearing tighter pants some days, or if my underwear is like rubbing up on it too tightly, then I can like feel it, and it is like sensitive. But I just make sure to like clean the outside very like when I take a shower, I like purposefully like pull back skin and clean everywhere, and that can probably be something that helps with it not hurting and being a like non-painful experience. The extent of the bottom growth surprised me also. It's, I don't know, I'm impressed and satisfied. If you have any other questions, I guess you can leave them in the comments. We'll see. This is the end of me talking about bottom growth. I'm putting this down. We're back. Another thing that I'm not sure is because of testosterone is mood swings. I found that in the past month I have felt lower lows in my mood, and like my highs and my lows have been closer together. And I don't know if this is because of testosterone or because of other external circumstances. Like it could very well be because of the semester, because I started testosterone at the beginning of winter break, and I just started school back up again. So it might have been stress about the upcoming semester and all sorts of different external factors. So I'm not sure. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that in the next few months to see if it really is because of the testosterone. But yeah, I have good coping mechanisms for when I feel very bad. So I've been doing okay. It's just a thing that I noticed. And speaking of not being sure, there's a lot of things that I like wasn't sure, that I was like, okay, did my voice actually change, or am I just making all of this up, or is this a real change? Do I have more hair, or is it just the lighting? Like there's a bunch of little things that I'm not sure are happening for real. Like my voice I know has changed. Bottom growth I know has changed. My smell I'm pretty sure. Acne, like I've never had this much acne just past my early teenage years, and even like throughout my early teenage years. And so I'm pretty sure it's testosterone for the acne. But there's a lot of like thinking you notice things, but then not being too sure. And one last thing is that I felt a boost in confidence. I feel validated in who I am, and I feel more me, and I like where it's going so far, and I want it to keep going that way. I feel more confident, more masculine. Like, I perceive myself as more masculine, and that's helped me feel more comfortable in my expression. Like, of course I still get like dysphoria and stuff, and it hasn't changed massively, but I have noticed that it helps. And also, this is a small thing, but for a while, like since I've been questioning my gender, I've not wanted to put earrings on both of my ears because it felt too feminine for me and made me dysphoric. But the other day, I wore earrings on both ears and was fine and loved it, and everything went great. So I'm hoping it keeps going in that direction. So, yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm really happy with what's going on so far, and I'm excited to see where it keeps going. And yeah. See ya. Take care of yourselves.